Make the mic fly.
Funny how the music runs time to perspective. Add a soundtrack to your life and perfect it. Whenever you're up, feeling low, keep walking and we can't get fucked. Wherever you're.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Going for Broke. I'm your host, Benjamin Smith. Thank you very much. Surrounded by Jacob Smith, my younger brother, Jake. There we go. And the Carolina sex appeal himself, Nick DeAndre. Nick.
Heyo.
There it is. Awesome. This is presented by No Dogs of the Race. It's coming out every single week, or if you're feeling spicy, sometimes twice a week. You're welcome, guys. Yeah, these are coming out on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. And also want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Bucked Up. Use our promo code NODOGS1 on all of your Bucked Up purchases to get 20% off. And with that, let's start the pod.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the pod. Thank God we have Nick here last week because doing a two-man podcast is so fucking hard.
It sucks so bad.
I ate like 200 milligrams of edibles last week, and me and Ben were just like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And Ben was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And it just went back and forth for like an hour and a half. It was absolutely brutal.
200 milligrams
But,
of edibles. Whoever coined the term, coined the term.
Yeah.
It was rough,
Jake maybe blinked 5 times during the entire podcast.
dude. I was
And
like,
his mouth
straight
stayed open the
Chinese
entire
last
time
episode.
too. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I've had a podcast one time where me and my boy Lance got in a fight before the podcast started. And then we started the podcast 5 minutes later, and then I just sat. It was my podcast, yo. I just sat in the corner, and I didn't say shit like this the whole
Pissed off the entire time.
Cold shouldered him the whole time.
podcast. I totally cold shouldered
This is
him.
the YouTube comments.
It was
There's
the
a lot of
worst
weird
podcast.
energy in this episode. I can't tell if it's
Yeah, I was
sexual or it's anger.
pissed the whole time. It's so funny to invite people over to your apartment for a podcast and then just get pissed and sit in the corner and not say anything the
your
entire
house.
time in your podcast.
Yeah, you should normalize pouting on the podcast. Just like,
Yeah.
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 If
don't
anyone
even
wants
think
to
I
throw a
released
bit
that.
fit, we're gonna allow it. We're only once a month though. Okay.
yeah. You get to have a bad attitude one podcast a month.
Yeah.
Let's go. Dude, I just got an illegal streaming box for my TV. You remember that shit we had back in the day, Ben?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Because Nikki, our sister, she was dating a guy that was jailbreaking.
No, we got it from fucking Koch's dad, you bastard.
Oh, what? Okay, never mind.
We got it from Tommy Koch's dad.
This
It was $100, but my boy Koch, his dad, they worked down in the city at City Plumbing, and it's so funny. I could just give you a million stories about Koch. I'll just give you one off the bat. He goes to Kensington one time, and half of Kensington is slumped over, and there's a gate inside the shop that they need to get into. And Koch said that he just fucking picked the dude up and walked him over 30 feet while the guy was like this, and then he fucking put him down so he could pull his van in the gate, and the guy was just
Gotta
out
do what
the
you gotta
entire
do.
time.
that's really.
But yeah, he's
flexible,
always
that
the guy
kid,
who's
too.
he's always the guy who's oh yeah, I got a bunch of mattresses that fell off the back of a truck. His dad was that guy. He actually got us a bunch of lobster one time because a bunch of lobster fell off the back of a truck or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
he's the
you're
guy
having
who got
lobster.
dead. Yeah, but he's the guy who got that thing we had back in the day, and I got the new version of it, and it's it updates automatically. It was $300. It's got 4,000 channels. It's got every single streaming service. Every
Just
single
on it?
streaming service. On it, you get the
Yo.
UFC fights for free.
Yo.
It's got everything, dude. I was like, let's
Dude,
go.
what? How much did it
Fucking
cost you?
hype, dude. It was $300. But if you think about it, when you cancel all those subscriptions, Netflix and everything,
Yeah.
you're gonna make that money back.
You
within
make
the
back,
first
3
year at
months,
least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Netflix is what, $10 a month now? So just in that one.
yeah, you'll fucking get it. I met some guy in a parking lot we were doing a drug deal.
Dude, that's sick. I didn't think
Yeah.
they did
And
that
fucking-
anymore. I had one back in the day that was a Fire Stick, and it was basically just you could get torrented movies, and you could
Yeah.
have anything. But it was
That's
that was
exactly
fun.
how the one that we had was. It was the Fire Stick.
Yeah, that one was always fun because it's you could have any movie you wanted, but then you have some friends or a girl over, and you're like, oh, we'll watch this movie, and you find it, and it's in fucking Cyrillics and in Spanish for some reason.
Yeah. There's Chinese lettering at the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this is
a
chill, yeah.
Spanish movie with Cyrillic writing, subtitles.
You remember that movie Split?
Yes.
It was like the M Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie.
Oh, yeah,
where
yeah,
The
yeah.
guy has like multiple. Dude, so one time I was like so fucking stoned. This was back when I was dabbing. I don't do dabs anymore. I am a big marijuana supporter, but I don't think that you should be able to dab and drive. I think that should be a penalty. You should get a DUI for that. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I used to fucking hit the rig while I was driving, blowtorch behind the wheel, dude. You know how like,
push.
Oh my
Hell
God.
the
yeah.
whole that's it. That should be illegal. You should go to jail for that. But the point that I'm making is, I tried to watch the movie Split on the Fire Stick once, and I got like 45 minutes into a bowling movie before I realized that it wasn't the fucking.
You're watching Kingpin.
I was just
It's like
watching
this-
people bowl. I was just watching
I didn't know
people
Bill
bowl
Murray was
for
in
like
this
way
movie.
too long, dude. I watched it for like an hour, and I was like, dude, no one's died. Like, there's been zero violence.
How soon did you get suspicious of it? Like, wait a minute. I don't think
It took
this
way
is-
too long. It took way too long before I realized, like, yeah, this is not the movie.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They were
Yeah,
just
that'll do it.
bowling. It was a terrible movie. Terrible
Dude,
movie.
it'll put you out of where you're at. I was doing dabs with a guy one time. We were working. We went to get dinner. We pull through a drive-through. We got our food. We're eating our food and just never left the drive-through. We're still sitting at the window like, damn, these onion rings are
Yeah.
good.
Dude, it's dangerous.
Yeah, some girl.
I
was
had to
bad.
stop dabbing. I had to stop. I was like fucking smoking so much dabs at one point. Like,
Yeah.
because when we lived with Grammy, when we first moved out, like, the weed smell was too much, but you could like do a dab and like she wouldn't like bitch or whatever, which is absolutely crazy that I'm just ripping dabs in my Grammys
Yeah.
in like a 4x4 room.
Yeah.
Thinking back, I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. to
In our
do to
distant
Grammy,
East
but-
You're
grandfather's
smoking weed
bedroom.
crack.
Yeah.
dude, that's hilarious. You said that. One time when I was a kid, so like they would always find like weed in my room, like always, no matter where I hid it. My dad was a fucking bloodhound. He must have had like a fucking metal detector for weed.
Nose to the
But-
carpet, dude.
I don't know how he found some shit, like literally to the point where I'd have to hide it outside. Like I would hide shit down at Knock and Mixon under a rock and like ride my bike it down. Knock and Mixon was a lake like a mile away from where we lived. I would hide it down there, ride my whatever. but-
It was also downhill. Like you would like getting there was easy,
Yeah, you
but
just
then to
hop on
go
the
back
bike and then
home,
just-
yeah, it's all straight uphill for a mile just to get back.
But one time they found a bunch of dabs in a pair of pants at like the bottom of a bro. Dabs don't even smell that bad. They were in a pair of pants in the bottom of my laundry basket. How did they fucking find these? I have no clue. But I just remember mom coming into my room and she was like, first you were smoking weed, and now you're smoking this crack weed. And she was like crying. She was like crying. She was like, I was like, it's not crack.
It's not
weed,
great.
I
It's
swear."
fine.
I swear.
Then you had to try to
Yeah.
explain to her what dabs was, and not
must
sound
have
like a
Googled
complete
it.
drug addict. Yeah.
I'm like, so you need a blowtorch. The second any kind of drug, like, you're like,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you gotta have a
Yeah.
blowtorch.
Once
It does
blowtorch
make it
hits
look
the
better.
equation, normies are like, whoa.
Yeah. Exactly.
Especially our mom,
But
who's
yeah, I had
never
to stop.
she's never touched a drop of alcohol before. She's never smoked a cigarette before. Like she hasn't done anything in her life.
Yeah.
So for her, that it's complete rocket science.
Yeah, blowtorch
Dude,
is
that-
like all the way to 10.
yeah,
That's like,
Yeah.
that's way up there. But dude, she came to my darts league this week.
Heck,
Which
yeah,
is like-
yeah.
I fucking won the championship, baby.
Yeah,
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
That's a big dub.
But dude, she like came to this like dart league that I help run, and it's like a cigarette smoking bar. Like half the dudes are like blackout drunk. Like it was just hilarious to like see her in that environment.
Yeah,
And like I fucking won, and I turned around and I fucking flipped the double birds. Like I hit the winning shot. I turned around and I hit the double birds to like some like 40-year-old drunk bartender who like was talking shit. And then you hear some guy in the video. He's like, "Really? Like really?" Like you can tell he's like, "Really, bro? Like what, dude?" But I was like hammered at that point, so I didn't care. But yeah, my mom came to that shit and she fucking definitely reeked like cigarettes. I don't know how she dealt with it.
good for her.
She was talking about joining next week or next year.
No way.
She
She was like,
would.
"I'm not
She
doing this."
would.
Deep into enemy territory. She's over there.
Yeah.
But we were talking about dabs, and Wawa is retarded, yo. Wawa is so retarded.
Please,
Like,
please
we-
elaborate. Yes, I would love to see.
I
what
worked at
you-
Wawa for 7 years, and I started when I was 16. Like I never called out; I was always on time. And then they promoted my sister around me, which I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not. But I think they felt bad because they promoted her around me, so they promoted me to night shift supervisor at the same time as her, which was like, I'm the shift supervisor at night, right? And this was in like a Wawa in the middle of nowhere, 313 and 113. So there's only 2 employees. There's no gas at this Wawa, anything like that. So I'm the manager, and then I have 1 employee. Dude, me and the other employee would fucking go crazy, dude. We would be right out front of the Wawa, just hitting my rig, bro, getting fucking baked as hell, dude. It was great. Me and some like 50-year-old crackhead just like fucking Buffalo Soldier, just like out front, just like smoking blunts and shit. It was crazy, dude.
Yeah, I feel like I always
was
see cops
absolutely
at that Wawa. Were you guys like super paranoid, trying not to be stoned?
Dude,
out of your
just
mind when
fucking
cops walked in?
baked as hell. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
The cops would come in there. One time, they would stand around the coffee area at night, like 3 a.m. And one time, this lady like rolled in the parking lot. And you know, like the big cement pylons that they have out front, like in front of the parking spaces,
the
like
bollard.
big dick-shaped
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Some lady just like fucking went into park and just rolled right into that shit and was like asleep at the wheel, like drunk. And there was like 10 cops inside, and they were like, who wants to get it? Like, you want to get it? And then someone like went outside and slapped cops on her. Yeah.
There's a couple guys with buzz
Yeah.
cuts doing rock, paper, scissors shoot by the coffee machine.
Yeah.
Dude, we would go crazy out there, bro. We would fucking like be ripping lines in the bathroom and shit. It was fucking wild. And we'd be fucking smoking dabs out front. And then one time I was like 18. How are you gonna promote an 18-year-old to supervisor? Like, you guys are retarded. Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
Like, that is a crazy move. Thinking back, like, I take no responsibility. Y'all promoted an 18-year-old. But fucking this lady comes in. She starts screaming at me because I was working the register. And she was like, yo, let me talk to your fucking manager right now. And I was like, I am the manager. I'm like 18 years old. She was like, you are not the manager. She was freaking out. She was pissed. And then I had like some 50-year-old crackhead who was making sandwiches like in the deli or whatever. And then she was like, that motherfucker's a manager. And I had to like go back there and like tell the guy like, yo, like just pretend to be the manager right quick. Cause like this lady like does
not gonna believe
me.
it. She's gonna have it. Yeah, I can't imagine working at the Wawa because like I did Jimmy John's back in the day, and there was one store downtown Greensboro that stayed open till 2. So anywhere that's like open late, you'll get that kind of stuff. But we have Sheets in North Carolina, similar principle, open all the time, and just simply like hanging out in there late at night, you do see the wackiest little shit. Like I was in there with a buddy one night after a show. Dude pulls in stone drunk, and he didn't ram into the little pylon thing, but like as we're coming in, he's like coasting, and like bumps it, and he's like, all right, like the way you would back into one of the little curbs on a parking lot, like, oh yeah, cool, we're in the spot. He leaves the lights on, car running, gets out, walks in, and me and my buddy Ryan are just screwing with him. We're like, hey man, you left your lights on, and dude, no joke, goes like, oh no, bruh, I left the lights on so we could see in here.
They're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Good
no,
idea.
y'all are
Dude. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway, what'll be your order? Yeah, we're Jimmy John's. We're freaky fast.
Let's go. I got fucking Wawa stories for days, dude. I
Yeah.
got a fucking video.
You got a video?
One time I was fucking, I was working late at night, and this lady came in, and she was like screaming at me from across the Wawa. Like, I just heard her screaming. She was like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I go over to her, and she's fucking having a seizure, dude, standing up like fucking going crazy, dude. And then I fucking caught her ass and fucking like brought her to the ground, like put her on her side, because I know you can like choke on your tongue and shit.
Yeah.
And then she was like fucking Eddie Booby. She was fucking going crazy, dude. It was wild. I was like trying to hold her. And then like she snaps out. I was like, yo, call the motherfucking cops right now. I was like a fucking Saving Private Ryan movie. And then they called the cops or whatever. And then she wakes up and she's like, yo, did you call the cops? And I'm like, yeah. And then she fucking hops up and she fucking runs out of there and she just fucking peels out, dude.
way.
She's
Like,
fucking gone out.
none of that. Dude, watching somebody have
I
a
don't-
seizure is scary.
I don't
Yeah,
know
dude.
if you can see this. But yeah, there's a lady. She's seizing up. There's me. I come in. I saved
Good
the
job,
day.
dude.
Yo, what's
You almost
up?
face
I
planted.
fucking get her, dude. I fucking take her down, bro.
You're not
Eventually, at some
headbutting these
point.
voodoo chips.
Oh my
But yeah,
god.
I get her down.
Thank dude.
But yeah, I took a video of that on the security cameras in the back, and then like I told my manager about that in the morning, and they were like, "All right, they like gave me a little pat on the back.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
all right, have a
Gold
good one.
star,
Like,
you can wear
see
that.
you later.
Good-
I didn't get
good
fucking
job.
nothing. I
Yeah.
didn't get any recognition.
Got a
I
pat
even
on the
posted it to
back.
the Wawa Reddit.
Yeah.
I posted it to the Wawa Reddit, and they were like, "Fuck you, bitch! You can't even." They didn't even let me post the video. They were like, "This is private video or something."
Oh,
I was like,
man.
"I deserve some recognition for this shit, motherfuckers! I saved the lady's life. Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, seizures are
Almost-
crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I saved another lady's life too, bro. At Wawa. One time, this motherfucker comes in. He's like, "You gotta get outside right now. You gotta get outside." I run outside the front of the store. This is back when I was in Dublin, not Buckingham. And there was a car, and the entire car was full of smoke, like full of smoke. Like you couldn't see if anybody was in it or nothing like that. I guess she clogged the tailpipe or whatever. And I opened. And there's like a crowd of people standing around, like motherfuckers taking videos and shit. I'm like, bro, like no one's even gonna try and help this lady. I open the door, and there's a lady fucking face down on the steering wheel, and like smoke like billows out, yeah. And she has a bottle of methadone in her hand,
Oh, the old
Like
classic.
that.
Holy shit.
Good for
liquid
her.
shit.
Yeah, the
And she was
liquidy,
fucking
little
out like a
orange.
light, dude.
Yeah. She knows how to party.
And I never
dude.
got shit. I never got shit. Fuck you, Wawa.
Saving
You
lives in
motherfuckers.
Wawa,
I never
dude.
got shit recognition. I saved 2 lives, bitch, and I never got shit. I'm sorry. I'm pissing my neighbors
No,
off. I'm sorry.
No, get mad about it. Screw Wawa. You deserve at least a cake or at least 2 medals.
Yeah. Maybe
Bullshit.
a statue in your honor. We can't afford gold, but maybe we can do bronze for it.
Bronze. Yeah.
An actual
Yeah,
Canadian
every
goose
Wawa.
at Wawa.
Give me
Yeah,
some.
yeah,
Every
yeah.
Wawa like Bucky's. It's just
Yeah,
just
like
your statue
yeah, I
in
was about
front
to
of
say like
all
a
of them.
Bucky. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I was like, oh, it's Sydney.
Yo, what is up? What's out the life, yo?
Ew.
How you doing?
Gross.
I heard you just got back from a free Palestine protest.
Hey, that's awesome. Tell us your opinions on it.
It was awesome. I heard Diplo play.
Oh, do you have to get really close? I don't like that these are noise canceling. This is very interesting. The Palestine protest was awesome.
Let's
know,
go.
Sweet.
Love that. Just
We
Let's
heard you
go.
got
I heard it was at a
arrested,
cookout.
Oh.
You guys are in North Carolina, right? It was outside of a Bojangles.
Yeah, but yeah. Outside of it, you got a free shake with
I'll
it.
just do it without listening.
Can I play both?
Oh, what the fuck is good?
5 minutes. Look at my hair. Wow, this is great. Okay, how are both of you?
Dude,
Yeah,
we're good,
yeah.
bro.
Sober?
We're fucking hanging in there. You say sober?
Yeah. Hopefully.
What?
Oh wait, never mind. Just me.
Sober? Yeah, no, not
How-
me.
I was so baked last podcast I couldn't even open my eyes.
Oh my gosh, dude. Jake was
I had
literally
nothing to
drooling on
talk
the
about.
microphone.
I was like this.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna get off of here in like 5 seconds. Give me both brief updates on your life.
I'm gay now.
Amazing.
Weirdly
knew it
enough,
all
I'm
along.
straight. That was a
Let's
weird
go.
twist. We did like a flip flop there.
Mm-hmm. I love penis.
Yeah, and I love vagina. I haven't said that in a long time, guys. It feels good to say finally.
My
I
got
God,
one of
I'm
those shirts
So
in.
proud.
Yeah,
That is true.
a lot of weight off my chest.
She'll finally get out of my DMs. Thank God.
There. I knew it.
I don't really have anything to add to this, so I'm gonna
What,
not.
Sydney? What's your life update? What news do you have to bring to the table for us?
The lore is unimaginable. I would take over the whole entire podcast if I gave that update. So,
That's fair.
a brief summary is I am now Nick's live-in house sitter. Being a mooch. I work a
Let's go.
I work a corporate job for the first time, which is interesting, and that's about it.
Nice.
And you never once paid for drugs.
I also don't pay rent. It's great.
Oh man, we
I
got.
should-
Ayo.
I should though.
Ayo.
I'm literally a mooch. Yes, I'm annoying baby sister. Yeah.
That's outrageous, yo. I'm gonna have him evict you.
Just kidding. I buy groceries he eats for free.
That's a good trade.
That's a nice trade. That's a nice trade.
Yeah. Who's messier, you or Nick?
We're actually both pretty clean, I'll be honest.
Hmm.
And
I can almost hear it.
he asked who was messier between you or I.
Oh, definitely you.
Yeah, I
That's not
agree
true.
on that.
Let's go.
Perfect.
You don't do the dishes like I like.
I can't hear you.
You got to call Nick retarded or something before you leave.
I'm not retarded.
Oh, he's very much so retarded.
I'm
But the
maybe
apple doesn't
autistic,
fall.
but not retarded.
What's the saying?
Nick was definitely on Ritalin as a kid, yo. I bet $1 million.
He was not on Ritalin, but they did put. Is that ADD medicine?
Let's go.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I
told
do
you.
remember being a very small child and Nick having ADHD, getting diagnosed with ADHD, and them slapping these crazy patches on his arm for a while, and he like started acting all weird.
They would put patches on his arm, yo.
No
That's
way.
crazy.
Just zone out and
What
stare at
kind
the
of
static
fucking
TV,
Adderall
dude.
patches?
was an
What,
arm patch,
do you remember the
wasn't it?
diagnosis or what it was like? We talking 20 milligrams right now? We talking 30?
Arm patches, dude. That's fucking.
Yeah,
I would
we-
like to get a couple arm patches, yo.
Yeah,
Who's got the
dude.
plug?
Crazy
Yo?
because I don't know anyone else that ever like I don't remember a story about that. I just remember being like a small child and it like Nick going to the doctor and coming home and mom putting these trying to get off tobacco patches on his arm.
Damn, Nick had them retard patches, yo. That's crazy.
You
Yeah.
just
Hard to
put
snort.
some nicotine patches on you.
He does need
That's
nicotine patches
crazy.
too. I guess we all do. Maybe not.
He had
Ben.
the fentanyl lollipops, yo. That's crazy.
Dude, tight, man.
Well, I guess this is my time to exit.
Adios, yo.
Thank you for letting me make this horrible. I'm gonna leave now. I love you both.
Go
Good
get some
talking.
J's. Get the J's.
Jays.
We'll get you a microphone next week. We can do 2 headphones, 2 microphones.
Bet. Let's do it. This podcast,
Yo.
the more the merrier, because when
It makes it easier.
It makes it way easier.
It makes
More
it so much
people
easier.
show
I
up.
hate to take up
Yeah.
all the time. I'm like, yo, like I know I've given like 3 stories so far, but I'm just gonna let it ride because I know that's how it goes. Like, dude, you gotta just fucking let it roll.
Yeah.
I've had
gotta.
podcasts where like I'll have people on my podcast and they're like, yo, like they're like, I can't wait to get on the podcast, and you hand them a mic, and the whole time they're like, and I'm like, I'm just carrying. I'm
Yeah,
like, bro,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
helping me.
You gotta
bro.
pump it.
Contribute something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Contribute something. There was one point where I met this dude at the bar.
Coors
What's
Banquet,
that, a little Alabash? Oh, it's a Coors Banquet.
right?
No, it's not a plug.
No.
Shiner.
Shiner.
Oh,
Yeah, if they want to sponsor us too, more than welcome to.
but this one
Oh,
time I
we-
had
we
this
should
dude
get
on
a
my.
beer sponsor.
Or, I'm down, but I don't even drink beer.
You don't drink beer?
I only
I don't know.
drink.
There's no other headphones.
liquor,
I'm sorry.
I mainly just
I
drink
like the
NyQuil.
liquor.
I only drink
Little
liquor.
road
I
trip.
used to drink beers when I was a kid, but I just can't do it anymore, dude. I can't get it down.
Yeah,
I'm
I
such
can't
a
do it
bitch
in the
and make me
airport
feel
anymore.
sick. My friends know I hate beer so much that my boy, who like never does any drugs, he was like, if you drink a beer, I'll eat mushrooms with you, because we were camping and I
Yeah.
drank a beer, he ate mushrooms. This motherfucker loves mushrooms now, yo. He's never done a drug in his life and he loves mushrooms. He always hits me up to buy mushrooms.
They
dude.
are the perfect
He's a-
drug.
Dude, that's the best drug. You just fucking crack up the whole time.
Yes, yeah. It's organic blow.
Yeah, I really
One
wanna
time, me
get
and my
into that.
boys, I'll give you some mushrooms, yo. I'll mail them
Yeah.
to you.
All right, dope.
Oh,
At
please.
a PO
Let's
box.
put them in the mail. You're really disturbing this whole thing.
I feel I just want to take them and stare at the Tetons for like, I don't know, 2
Should.
hours.
You should. They're great. They're
Let's go.
incredible in nature. I spent like an entire afternoon one day on about 4 milligrams or 4 grams, sorry, looking through binoculars, just like at the grass.
I can see
It's
everything.
incredible.
Let's go.
World
Wait,
is
no, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, no, mushrooms are the best.
Yeah.
I can only do a gram nowadays, though. I gotta chill.
Well, that's
Before we-
yeah,
That's all I
that's
got
a
now.
perfect one too. You can just like go and be out on that.
Is it just
That's
1
like
gram
the
is, like, that's your
perfect one.
function?
Yes. Yeah. You don't see
Nice.
anything. You just feel like dancing.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the thing is I want to see God. I have a couple questions to
5
ask
grams.
him. 5 grams? What
grams.
about 6 grams? What happens then?
Anything
You take
past
an
5.
eighth of really good mushrooms and you're good, bro.
Yeah,
If you take an eighth of some good ass shit, you'll cry.
yeah.
fucking-
You'll
cry for a
you'll
bit.
feel it
It'll
all.
be the best cry you ever had,
It
dude. It'll be
sure
the best
will.
cry.
I feel like
I think we talked about this last week.
crush, dude. I've got some inner self that I think that only shrooms can bring out of me. DMT.
Get a good cry.
Why was I born fat?
Why?
Why have I stayed fat my whole life?
Why did I have to have the voice of an angel but the face of a small child?
Yes. Why is my
Dude,
dick
RFK
so
is coming
small?
for you, bro.
Dude, he's coming. Wait, because I have a small dick.
No, because you're big. I sicked him
Oh,
on you. I said,
my
dude, you gotta get
obesity
my
camp
brother.
where I have to try to
Yeah.
fit through the
Yeah.
rings. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
you'll be
gonna come
fine.
fucking put you in a triangle, bro.
We'll get
Just
rid of
tell me.
Uncrustables, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, dude. That'd be great.
I don't know. I
I'll be
love
taking
Uncrusty.
Ozempic, dude.
I
That's
do too.
why.
I do too.
I'm doing just 5 needles
Don't
just
you-
right in there.
So I've only recently started to look at Ozempic and think about what it is. Do you
Yeah, we've been
shoot it
talking
every
really
time?
neat.
Is it needles? Is
It's
it
once a
needles
week you
every
shoot it.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah, once a week you shoot it, but
Yo.
you can snort it if you want.
I bet you can. Yeah,
No,
everything
I'm joking.
crystallizes in
That'd
the
be sick,
microwave.
though.
Most
That would be
liquids,
sick.
freak. Yeah.
yeah. But it's speed, right? I mean, you could just eat a bunch of
Dude,
Adderall.
It's
yeah,
for
right.
diabetes.
It's like
Yeah, that is true. Why not just take Adderall, yo? Like, it also cures your hunger problem, but also you're way more productive. Like, what's the point of fucking injecting something if you can just fucking be on it, baby? Let's go.
Because when I get my Adderall crash, it's like I need to eat and I need to chill, and it's like I'm super high metabolism, and then all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, I gotta.
Are you taking XRs or instants?
I have no idea. I'm taking whatever the doctor gets me. I think it's got
Little-
Spanish
Is
lettering
it the
on it.
beads?
Little beads or
Is it
solid
the
pill?
beads or is it like a pill?
It's a
A solid
pill.
pill, or is it
Circle pill.
or is it a capsule?
Oh, pill.
It's a purple pill, but it's solid. It's not like two pieces that you could open up and the beads would be inside.
No. Because like what I do is I break them every morning. I'll take half. I'll
you're
take
getting
half in the morning
instants.
and half at
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
So you're getting instants. What
Yes.
milligram are you taking?
I take 10 in the morning and 10 in the afternoon after my lunch break.
That's about right. That's about right.
Because it's like and then sometimes I'm like, I'll start doing like 10 in the morning, then 20, and then I'm like, I'm getting a little like dependent on like just trying to like function with it.
Don't do them. You can't do
then
them every day.
And I
You gotta
go,
fucking.
that's the thing, and then I go cold turkey for like a Friday to Monday, and then by then I'm like it's all out of my system. I'm good to go, and I'll just start doing the 10s. I've never finished my dosage like in the prescribed time. Like I always carry it out to like maybe 3 months instead of like it being that 1 month. And yeah,
Yo, maybe try the XRs, yo. I used to fucking pop the instant 30s, the orange drawns, yo.
Yeah, the
yeah.
orange.
I would be fucking grinding my teeth. I'd be
Yeah.
fucking going ham all night when I worked at Wawa, dude. That shit was
Back
sick.
in the day.
I'd be like, turkey and cheese, motherfucker. Fucking going
Yeah.
crazy.
But
The instants are insane, yo. That my drug dealer doctor is always trying to push them on me. He's like, yo, like maybe you hop off the XRs and you get on the instants.
Yeah, maybe
That's
you
what
get
all
on
the
the
meth
orange
heads ask
pill.
for.
dude, it takes like 30 minutes for it to kick into my system, dude. Like I can feel it. It's like the
Yeah.
whole world like zooms out. Like there it is.
The XRs take like an hour and they last like 8 hours, and you just take the one pill.
Oh, I could take that, dude. No problem. That'd be sweet. But
Yeah, maybe try them, Jones. The instants are like what the crackheads ask for. Like when the meth heads go,
Yeah.
they're always like, let me get the
that's when they
instants.
crush up, right? See,
Yeah, well, they crush them up and they smoke them and
the
shit.
thing is, I go to the old person pharmacy in town. There's like 4 pharmacies that are right by the school campus, right? They're always out of Adderall. I go to the one on the far side of campus that's like super shady, right? And that's where all the old people go because it's like the first one there. But none of the school kids go, so they always have Adderall. They're like, oh yeah, and they get the dust off the big bottle and pour some out for me. I'm like, you're the only one that
Yeah,
asked
there's like
for
a
this right
shortage.
now."
Giant
Yeah,
glass vial.
yeah, exactly.
There's a shortage right now of
But-
Adderall. I can't get them in my town, dude.
Really?
I had to move my pharmacy to the like deeper suburbs, like the Weiss on 313 or whatever.
The white
Apple,
neighborhoods. yeah,
Because
they're going.
they always have them because there's no one who goes there. But the like CVS, the Rite Aid, all in my town, they're all out of Adderall.
Yeah,
It's an epidemic, man. People are figuring it out.
outrageous.
yeah.
Everybody's really interested in spreadsheets all of a sudden.
but I know we were talking about seizures. I don't want you to derail
Yes.
that conversation, but I have a pretty decent seizure story. I feel like I have to say where I got caught with my pants down. No,
You had a seizure
yeah, with my
while
yeah,
your pants were down. You were
With my
beating it or
dick out.
showering.
Dude,
It
give me
never
1
showered.
second. I have to pee so bad, yo. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
I'm literally about to be like, I had a seizure with my dick out, and he's like, I need.
I
to
gotta go.
Yeah.
Thank.
No, it's
Oh,
it's not that. It's my old work. They like because I used to work at a plasma center, so they used to have
Yeah.
seizures. Like I don't even know if I'd even call them seizures, but like if you pass out, right? chances are you got a 50-50 that you're convulsing for like a good 30 seconds before you wake up. But I don't know, none of the medical people decided to ever like go and treat it like a seizure. They would never like write it down as that, but it just kind of felt like a mini one. But they would happen all the time.
Why wouldn't they write it down? What would they log it as, or they would just ignore it?
I don't know. They kind of someone described it one time to me as like it's like a system reboot. It's like when you it's like when you hit the reset button on your PlayStation and everything
Yeah.
like needs to kind of start up a little bit. Like that's
But
your
with your
body
brain
being
and
like,
your
"All right."
body.
Yeah, yeah, like muscles charge basically. And that's like your body telling yourself to like reboot, which I was like, I don't have a medical degree, sure. I'm a college kid just sticking people with needles right now. So it's
Yeah,
like,
whatever you say.
yeah, but in the back of my mind I was like, I don't know if that checks out, but okay. But yeah, we'd have people pass out all the time, dude. And it's like okay, you'll pass out, they'll wake up in a couple seconds, and it's gnarly. You can tell when they're waking up because like all the color
Yeah.
comes back to their face.
Yeah.
But sometimes they
Yeah.
wouldn't wake up, and you had to give them a good like sternum rub in the knuckle. Or
Yeah.
this one time, this kid was like convulsing really bad that his jaw locked up, and like this girl like next to me was like, Ben, like something's going on." And I remember something that my nurse buddy said, and he's like, just like pinch behind their jaw if they won't wake up as hard as you can. He's like, it'll hurt really bad for them, but it forces their jaw
Like
open.
pinch one side of it.
Yeah, I went like full kung fu right into like the
Yeah.
there to force their jaw open, and they like
Oh,
immediately
yeah.
woke up because they get all that air
Whoa.
to them. Yeah,
That's
it
good
was-
to know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That was wild. But this one now that Jake's back, I'll never forget this one. And I'm not allowed to forget it because the girl that this happened to, she works at the grocery store at the self checkout. So every time I go grocery shopping, like I see her, and I'm like immediately reminded of the time that she puked so hard it went on the ceiling and then had a seizure afterwards. But yeah. So the thing is, like, when you pass out, right? The first thing that's going to kick on is your fight or flight mode, and your body immediately is going to think, I have a needle in my arm. It's time to like fly, right? So like people will try to get out of the seat, or lots of times they'll raise their arms, and that's a
Yeah.
no bueno because you've got a needle inside your arm, right? We're going to just shred your vein, and you're going to make things a lot worse. And so like, I mean, I've seen dudes. I remember I had this one phlebotomist. She's like maybe 120 pounds, super small, but she's holding down this dude's arm after he passed out, and then I just heard like from like the corner, like, Ben, can you help? And like this dude's like asleep, but with one arm like lifting her up in the air because your brain doesn't have any blockers, right? Your muscles, like, there's
Yeah.
nothing in your brain to say you can't do this. So like you're full strength, just lifting this girl up, trying to like get out of the
Yes.
bed. So this one chick, she's this big Latina chick, bless her heart. She had no business being in there. She was like, I'm terrified of needles, but I need the cash. And I was like, this is not the place for you. There's better ways to get money. And she said, just stick me with a needle and we'll see how I do. The thing is, like, before you go to donate plasma, you got to make sure you're like, you have a full stomach. Because if your body like has an empty stomach, especially when you hit that saline at the end, you could puke really easily, right? So she took that to the extreme and was like, I'm going to get Greek food. And so I'm going to get like 2 gyros and like a giant side of Greek fries.
So she ate too much.
She ate way
You live
too
in
much.
fucking Idaho. How do the Greeks get up there, dude?
Dude, I
That's
have,
crazy.
I have no idea, dude. But she ate Greek food, right? And then she passed out. And when she passed out, she slumped down in the chair. And they're kind of like a bed. So she slumped flat. And then she woke up and she puked, right? And that wasn't the big puke. The big puke was the fact that vomit, because she was she was laying down, went right back into her mouth and caused her to like then cough puke. And it was like out of a movie, just like a fire hydrant for 2 seconds, just straight up, and it hit the ceiling. There was rice on the ceiling from her gyro.
Yeah.
Still there, and it rained on top of her. And you can see the security camera footage of everyone taking off and running in the other direction. And then it's like me and another coworker, and like it's like we just look at each other, and like it was a 2-second conversation. Like I guess we're the only ones going in there, and it's like us, and it's me trying to stop the machine, and him just shoveling vomit off this girl, and then she passes out a third time, and she starts convulsing. So it's like she's like shaking, which is now throwing puke onto us because we're right next to her, and we're trying to stop her to shake to get the machine, and there's just more vomit coming out of her mouth the entire time. And she wakes up and she goes, "Oh my gosh, what happened? What happened?" And she's just covered in
Yeah, they
puke.
don't ever,
Yeah.
they don't know, right? It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
blackout.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, we were in the splash zone while you covered us in tzatziki sauce for the last like solid 2 minutes. That was
Shit.
definitely, yeah, that was the worst like puke, vomit, like convulsion story I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's horrific, especially if you don't know it's coming. Like, cause like the one time that I've been around somebody with a seizure, it was like, I've never seen this before. Don't ever want to see it again.
Yeah, what do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a question. So Ben, you were on your mission, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And
allegedly.
you have a companion in the room with you, right?
Yeah, it's tough fighting the
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
How do you jerk off?
How do you jerk off?
Are
That
you
is-
both just taking like 45-minute showers, or what's
Yeah.
going on?
Is
Like,
it quality bathroom time, or is it like prison style, like do it towards the wall?
If they take a night shower, dead giveaway. Okay.
yeah.
But at the
It
same
also
time, that
is
leaves you in the room, right?
Yeah, exactly. Double whammy. Like, wow, I showered
Let's
in
go.
the
He's like,
day
oh, he's
today.
showering at night.
Yeah, or sometimes like so as like when you're missionaries, I was in like a lot of leadership stuff, so I would go to other mission homes, right? And you always like to check up on people, and I always knew the houses that had a jerking off problem because there'd be a picture of Jesus in the bathtub, like hanged up on the wall right next to it.
In the bath, like in the shower
bathtub,
part.
like someone would like laminate and then like tape a picture.
Dude, my testosterone is too high. I would
Yeah.
face the other wall.
Turn
Dude.
the other
I
wall.
think I could get over that.
But yeah, then I'm like,
I think I could get over that. I think I could fucking
yeah, that's the thing is like,
crank one out.
but then
the
you
other
open
way,
one
yeah.
eye and you're like, oh no.
Like, ah!
Yeah.
And it's Mormon Jesus, so he's white. He looks like the drug
Yeah,
dealer.
yeah,
in the pulpit. Just fucking
yeah.
He's not at all
Come on,
Middle
hands
Eastern.
away. They, oh man, they've gotten good at getting rid of that. I don't know why. Back in the day, they're like it's white Jesus or nothing.
They're like, he's white, yo. He looks like Dirk Nowitzki, yo. Like he's a fucking power forward for the Nuggets. Dude, that shit is crazy.
Dude, I remember. So when you're on a mission, right? So they split it up into zones, right? So my mission was Portugal. The zone will be a city. We have the Lisbon zone, we have the Porto zone, Setúbal zone, right? And there's maybe like I'd say 40 missionaries in a zone. You split that up into districts, yada yada, right? Anyway, so we had a zone meeting my first day on the mission in my first area, a city called Coimbra. So I show up, I'm green, I have no idea what's going on. Literally day one, and my mission president's there because the mission president, that's the old guy that will run the mission, he runs all the zone meetings. So he shows up, we're in the church, and he goes, all the sister missionaries leave for like 5 minutes and go hang out in the hallway. And they all leave. And it's just the elders. And I was like, whoa. I was like, secret meetings? Like boys only? I was like, the mission's super cool.
He
He's
fucking
like,
brings a goat in. He's like, dude, this
He's
is
like,
fucking bathroom.
Elder
We
Smith.
fucking slice his
yeah,
throat.
yeah. You better drink
Now
this
that
blood.
they're gone.
Just not a sip. Yeah. But yeah, so he starts pacing around like the podium a little bit, and he's like doing this with his hands, and he just like looks at the microphone. He goes, "Elders, we have a problem." He just goes, "We need to stop masturbating." Okay. And it's like dead silent, and like everyone looking around. He's like, "I need you guys."
There's
to
one
quit
guy who's
masturbating
like-
right now. Okay, there's too much masturbation going on this mission, and it was like, and it was just like really quiet. And he goes, "We all on the same page?" Okay, good. And he's like, "Sisters, like, come back in." And I was like, "Yo, the mission is buck wild out here that we have to have masturbation meetings."
Who was cranking down, dude? There
cranking
must have been
so
some
much
guy
hard.
going hard.
Yeah,
Straight
at a
fucking-
meeting.
Straight North Korean and Ukraine crank style.
We have
Yeah.
a masturbation
Yeah.
problem. We have to cut that out. Bullshit. Watch me shine.
I was like, "Can I go to the bathroom real quick?"
Yeah. You're like, I gotta take a nap actually, and then like 10 minutes later you come back down. You're like,
Take a nap.
I couldn't fall
Yeah.
asleep. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know."
exactly. Yeah. Ooh, I'm not really all that sure. Yeah, dude, that is you know what I used to tell like my new trainee companions and whatnot, if they ever asked about that, and I would just say, "Elder," I was like, if they sent every missionary home for jerking off on the mission, we wouldn't have any elders left on the mission.
Yeah, there's no chance.
You wouldn't have anybody.
There's no chance.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
horniest guys ever, dude.
You're in your
The
horniest
horniest-
prime, 18 to 21-year-olds.
Dudes who have
What do they want?
withdrawn from premarital sex, who have never had sex ever in their life.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
they're just fucking absolute testosterone levels through the roof. And you're like,
Yeah.
don't you fucking jerk it.
Yeah.
If you
I'll do
fucking jerk it.
I want
You
you
can
to know
fucking get a.
this is the worst it's ever going to be in your whole life. But definitely don't do it.
Yeah, yeah. In a country where it's like it's a beach country. There's hundreds of beaches in Portugal.
Oh.
Every area has a beach, and it's Europe, so it's like just because it's not a nude beach, it also means that like you can go topless. No one cares, right? That's how it's doing. So it's like we'd have to
Wow.
walk by like on the street to go to like maybe an apartment building, and like you could always tell like the new elders were like, oh my gosh, and I was like, it's chill, dude. Like it gets old. Everyone's doing that around here. It's
And
fine.
you're
You're gonna
just
see a
out
lot of
there
titties on your
living in it.
mission. They don't.
Ben's
tell you
like,
about
it's
that.
chill. It's chill. And the camera
chill,
pans
it's
down.
fine.
And he just
Yeah,
has
and
a
then
full blown boner.
boner,
He's just a straight pitch.
Through the
Dude, don't worry about it.
It's
Yeah,
like-
just
It's like a car in a wind stream. You can see the wind going around and going around me when
it's
doing
like
the
fucking
aerodynamic
Anchorman.
testing.
He's like, it's the pattern of the pants,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always wondered how you guys fucking crank down over there.
Yeah, everyone does, dude. Like legit.
Got
And if
to.
they
It's
say
unhealthy
that,
not to.
they're 100% lying.
The double standards are wild, yo. I went through my dad's medicine cabinet when my parents got divorced, Nick, and the horse pill of Adderall that my dad was taking, yo, was crazy. He was taking a 90 milligram.
Yeah.
90 milligram, bro.
Oh
This
my
thing was like fucking
God.
this big, bro. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
bro, if I took that shit, I would fucking
But-
die immediately. My
Yeah.
heart would explode.
I'd
dude.
be like, you're up for 3 days. You would just explode.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
Absolutely crazy.
he'd
Hey,
be up
he's
for
like,
like,
"You
smoking weed, motherfucker.
Yep.
You smoking weed. I'll fucking
No,
kill
no.
you."
It comes in an orange bottle. It's all good. You're not gonna have that plant though.
yeah, exactly. They would never hurt us with a bottle.
Never.
Have you ever seen the Outdoor Boys on YouTube?
Yeah, we were
It's
talking
like-
about this.
Me and you were talking about it, Ben.
He's super Mormon.
Yeah, and I was because like he's a Mormon guy who like takes his kids out like hunting and fishing and shit.
All right.
And I was joking with me and Mary always watching him. I was like, I wonder when he's gonna cut to him just Bart Simpson and his child and just like choking that.
Yeah. There's a bear coming. He's got the kid in front of him with a
I
revolver.
was like, oh, that was just me. I guess. I guess that was just me.
yeah. It was
I
just,
guess,
yeah.
all
I guess
Mormon
it
dads aren't
Just
doing
me.
that.
not every dad's like that.
Yeah, I'm like, when's he gonna start hitting his kids? Yeah, this
Not
is
everybody gets
crazy.
ruthlessly beat and verbally berated.
yeah.
That's just my upbringing. I don't know about y'all's.
Shouts out.
Dude, that dude's like testicles are enormous. Like I watched one episode.
Go
He's
on.
camping with his son, and like you can hear the wolves around him. He's like commenting, "Oh, that's a wolf there yipping, and that's a wolf right there." He's like, "They're communicating. This is cool." And he's like, "I'm not gonna wake up my son because I don't want to scare him, but I'm gonna call it a night, guys." And he just rolls over, instant REM sleep when his tent's like surrounded by
Zero
wolves the entire
Yeah.
night. Dude, he doesn't
Fuck
care.
it.
Zero fucks, dude. Angel Moroni fucking saving his ass.
Got a sword. Yeah, dude.
That's fucking good. Shout out to that guy.
That's out. Guys, I was at work today, and I was thinking of as my mind wanders. Right, it was kind of a slow day, and I was, man, do we really want to buy Greenland? You know, but
Let's go.
exactly. But I was like, what are some other countries that we would rather buy other than Greenland? You know,
Hmm.
and I don't want to
I
get
say we get Mexico at the top of the list. Yo, legalize cocaine. I'll
For
say it
sure.
Right now.
Like,
I don't want to get too political. And this might derail everything, but if I could, everyone, just look real quick on my screen right here. I think I have a pretty good presentation of what I think we could do for
Yes.
countries we should buy other than Greenland. If you guys would indulge me for a second.
Let's see what you got. Is
I was
this a
so bored.
PowerPoint
I made a
presentation?
PowerPoint presentation.
Countries we should buy other than Greenland.
I was really bored.
Let's see what you got.
Okay. First of
yes,
all,
yes.
little animation right there. Why
Yes,
not
why not?
Greenland? That's a
Did
great
you just
question.
put PowerPoint transitions in?
On everything.
It's cold. That's a good point. Yeah,
It
First of
is
all-
that's a good
cold.
point.
Yeah.
First of all, it's cold.
I hear it's cold.
Who likes cold? Not me. Secondly, the Greeley expedition. Out of 25 explorers, 19 of them perished. The 6 survivors, they ate the other dead bodies. That's gross. I don't want that history in my hands.
Ew, dude. Ew.
Don't like cannibalism
Secondly-
at all.
There's no Carl's Jr. on Greenland.
Whoa.
I know.
Whoa,
I think that's
I'm
something
out.
that people
I'm
don't talk
out.
about often enough, right?
That's outrageous.
And thirdly, the Greenland shark. It's old. Its nose is round. It looks like moldy bread. It's not a cool shark. If we're gonna buy a country, I think we need to have cool sharks with it.
I agree, yo. I never believed that Greenland shark. They're like, it's 500 years old. I'm like, did you fucking ask it, bro? How the fuck do you know that it's
Exactly,
500
yeah.
years old? They just take
Yeah.
a guess, yeah.
You try picking its brain.
Yeah,
I don't
like-
think so.
Yeah, what the fuck? Did you talk to it in shark, bro? It makes
There's no way that
sense.
shark's 500 years old. You think that
Yeah.
shark lived 500 years? No way.
Dude,
No.
that shark is pussy, dude. If that shark shot a double leg on me, I would fucking get its back so quick and put it in a fucking
It'd be gone.
Darth showed him
It'd be
immediately,
gone.
dude. He'd be done, dude.
Yeah, dude. So not a cool shark, not a cool place. I don't think we should spend our tax-earned money on Greenland. Here are some healthy alternatives. Turks and Caicos.
Mm,
Why?
yes.
Chill Island vibe. What does that mean? It means chiefing fat doinks and Amish.
I like that. I like that. Rest in peace, King Dave.
Yeah, all right.
Rest in peace.
All right, the homie, dude. Amish can be anything. It can be in the jungle. It can be on the beach. As long as it's away from your cell phone, it's chiefing a fat doink and Amish. Secondly, white guys. They can speak in Jamaican accents at Turks and Caicos. It's acceptable.
Totally
Dude,
allowed.
This is true.
The rude boys
One
can
love.
be here under Turks and Caicos. All right. So thirdly, large population of stingrays. Potential to get revenge for Steve Irwin. Big selling point for me.
That's a fucking good
Ooh,
point.
that's
dude.
a
a
long
good
game.
point.
It's a long
What are
game.
the
I like it.
chances that the stingray that killed Steve Irwin right now is vacationing in Turks and Caicos at the same time as us?
Could very well
Beat
be.
that motherfucker's ass.
Beat his ass. I don't
Better
care
not
how many
fucking
stingrays
let
I
me
need to get
catch you.
through. I will get justice. Eventually, one will know the one that killed him, spread the word, bring fear down his spine, and eventually we'll meet like two samurais in a field. Thirdly,
Yes, yes.
whale sharks, the big puppies of the sea. Very cool shark. I definitely agree to it.
Way cooler than the Greenland shark.
Way
The Greenland
cooler.
shark sucks cock, yeah.
Also,
Way
I
cooler.
didn't make
Yep.
a PowerPoint of
Spotted.
this. Turks and Caicos also has a Margaritaville. I don't think Greenland has a Margaritaville.
I bet it doesn't. If they don't have Carl,
Step your game up,
don't have
Greenland.
Margaritaville.
Exactly. Thank you.
Step
Second,
your fucking game up.
Cameroon. Rhinos, giraffes, and
Cameroon.
lions equals high potential for exotic tacos. Why are we just
Ooh,
limiting
rhinos,
our
giraffes,
taco
and
meat?
lions.
Exactly. Why chickens and why pigs and why cows? Why not expand our horizons? With Cameroon, the horizon is endless. With the biodiversity that it has, we could eat whatever mammal or reptile that we please.
Greenland doesn't have any of that.
Various rebel groups. It's like Boy Scouts, but with war crimes. Who doesn't love hanging out with the boys with AK-47s? Going about with no rules
is
in the
true.
jungle. Third, black market. Buy an RPG for the same price as dinner at Olive Garden. I don't see anything wrong right there.
Yes.
That seems like a huge
I-
Yeah,
Scales.
Yep. I'm sold. I'm absolutely sold.
Thank you. Fourth, hammerhead sharks. Used to be top 3 shark, currently top 10. But I'll tell you what, it's still a lot cooler, the Greenland shark. Suck my dick, Greenland shark.
This is true.
All right, and my third and final offer, Argentina. Okay,
Nazis?
hear me out. Messi. We've got his pro team in the U.S. Now we've got his national team. Proud German heritage. Started around 1945.
Nothing to do with World War II.
Imagine yourself hanging out in a little Bavarian village, enjoying a nice bratwurst or Wiener Schnitzel, and hearing the racist rants of a man who lives in paradise. Proud Japanese heritage. Started around 1945. Who doesn't love sushi? Proud Italian heritage. Started around 1945.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing there.
I hate that. I'm doing.
Took me way.
I see.
Yeah.
Potential for Olive Garden.
I'm following.
Potential. Yes.
That's why. Barbecue master extraordinaire.
Okay.
Okay,
I
yes.
don't know if
Take-
I don't think I'm gonna rank that above its heritage of
Yeah.
different countries, but
Okay. Gotcha. Anyway, these these mean white people of South America sure know a grill. And lastly, the Argentine angel shark. Very cool shark, very flat, way better than Greenland shark. Thank you for your
Yes.
time.
let's go. I appreciate it. Honestly, I'd be reconsidered my entire position on acquiring Greenland.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Okay, perfect, dude. I want you guys to know I was like I got really embarrassed halfway through making that PowerPoint, and I was like, no, I just need to commit to the bit.
I like
More
it.
bits. More bits.
And then when people were
I
like
liked
walking
it
past
very
my
much.
office, I was like minimizing the screen. I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely working on this Excel spreadsheet. And then as soon as I walked past, like, boom, and I was like, oh, why should we move to Cameroon?
Joel
Better
Embiid.
sharks.
Bam. Better sharks, cool sharks, hammerhead sharks. Now a top 10 shark, used to be top 3 shark.
Greenland shark
like-
has green bubble energy.
Yeah, it
True.
does.
It's poor.
It is poor. It's honestly, dude, when I think of the Greenland shark, I think of the 90-year-old dude that tried sucking your dick when you were painting Jake. I imagine he looked a
True.
little
The
something
Greenland
like that.
shark is a
That's
faggot.
very Greenland shark. Yes.
The Greenland shark is a straight up fag. I've heard that from many.
Yeah, all the
Reliable
sharks
source.
are on about it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
worst,
yeah, yeah.
universally hated. Yeah.
It's just true. They
Greenland
say the
shark
N-word.
enjoys Disneyland, but like
Greenland
doesn't like
shark says
kids.
the N-
The Greenland shark enjoys Disneyland and says the N word. I
Yeah,
would
the
100%
Disney
agree.
adult.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We don't stand for that over here. We do
No.
not stand for the Greenland shark.
We do
Not
not.
gonna have it. I hate the
No.
Greenland shark. I'm unified in this more than I have been in a long time on anything else.
I appreciate it, guys. I really think I brought up some good points. I've actually scheduled a Congress hearing that we're all going to.
I'll be there.
We're all going to yes.
October, yeah. So,
I'll be there.
Podcast on
January
location.
yeah.
I'll climb that wall, dude.
We're gonna get a group
I can't
calendar.
climb that wall.
We're gonna put this stuff down. We're going to the Congress meeting. Points
We're
on
gonna
Greenland shark.
present our case to Congress. Did you see that video of the dude climbing the wall? It took them a lot longer than I was comfortable with for them to show up to stop this dude.
There were stairs, dude. The stairs were wide open on either side.
I know. That was a
And
gate
they were
right there.
climbing the wall. That's embarrassing, dude. That might have been the Lord saving him because he didn't get inside, so he didn't get arrested.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But there was no point to climb that wall. It made no sense whatsoever. And how about the grandma who was inside the Capitol and she's just like,
during the
she
riot,
has no clue.
she was
She has
sightseeing.
no clue what's going on.
She had the little flag
She's
like they
like,
do on
"Ah."
tours, and her headphones in. She's like, "I think we took a wrong turn during the tour. This is weird."
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still wearing the headphones for sure.
Oh man. Oh. Homies, guys. I did a weekend in Vegas. This last
I
weekend,
seen that.
which is
I
great
seen that.
because I was still broke, but my buddy Doug, who was on the podcast, shout out, he won an all expense paid trip to Vegas, which is super cool. And
How'd he win that?
I think his work, if you spend enough time there, they give you like a big I think it was like a gift card or something like that you can spend it on anything, but you got to get it approved for the company. So he got like 3 nights at Treasure Island, which I don't know why he picked Treasure Island. but
Nice. Treasure Island's cool.
I was like, chill. I actually really dug Treasure Island. I was like, this is cool, dude. And yeah, anyway, so yeah, we went there and we hung out. I made a little review video that I need to like post on the channel. I did like an Anthony Bourdain thing. Where
Nice. You did heroin and your
Yeah.
girlfriend banged an underage guy.
And then
exactly,
you
dude. Yep.
died. Did
And then I
you? So
did
this
die.
is my question about the review. Did you win any money in Vegas? Because as I
I was-
recall, you and I left money in Vegas.
Yeah, I was about to say I lost a lot of shit in Vegas. Last time we went to Vegas, I was only the second time going to Vegas. First time I lost my wallet. Okay, I got it back, but all my cash was gone. That was $100 in there. And the second time, we were with Nick, and we just got done driving cross country. We just got done driving through the desert, right, with no AC.
Yeah,
in my
we did
car.
not plan to go to Vegas. It was like a wake up in the morning, like, oh, we could, and then we did.
Yeah, exactly. And by the time we showed up to Vegas, we were in our underwear because it was September and it was like 110 degrees inside our car.
yeah.
Yeah. but
I'm not gonna ask any further questions.
No,
yeah.
dude, it was really like that. To everybody driving past us on that trip, it just looked like one of us ripped the nastiest fart because the AC would cut in and out. So you'd be driving with the windows up and like, it's a normal road trip. And then all of a sudden it would be just us rolling down the windows, just dying for air because the AC
Whose
would cut
car
out.
is this?
that was my first car that I had up here. I had this like
That
little
was the Vo.
six-seater Volvo, dude. But
go.
you know how I got a new air conditioning? It was because my mom's friend Miss Joe showed up to my wedding, and she was like, "I'm gonna take it to the car wash, so it can be like nice and pretty for like when they get out of like the church." And she like hit a curb too hard, and she ended up ripping the AC unit out and the oil pan out,
Absolutely.
and and broke the motor mount too. So I don't know how hard she hit this curb, but I was
Very.
like, well, I
Just
got a new
drilled the curb, yeah.
yeah, dude. So we came out of the wedding and I was like, "Where's my car?" And they're like, "Oh, it's on a flatbed." So, yeah, but got a new AC out of it. I forget that
Yep.
you were there, Nick. Actually, now that I remember that, you were.
Yeah, we were dying in that car driving through
Oh, yeah,
Nevada,
yeah,
just
yeah.
like dying of heat. The one good thing I remember, one great anecdote I remember about specifically the Vegas excursion of our trip was that we like spur of the moment, like screw it, we're going to Vegas. We found a little spot. We got robbed out of a hotel. We lost money on an Airbnb. We
That
got
was
scammed.
$200 that I got
Yes,
scammed
indeed.
out of.
Yeah.
That
Yes,
was-
indeed. And
Vegas
we
really
still
screwed
ended
me.
up staying at an airport hotel, so we're already out $200. We go to casinos and we keep like playing slots and going, we can throw a little more money in, and just lost money. And on the ride in, we had all these grand plans of like, we should hit like a seafood thing. We should get we'll win money. We'll go to a big seafood buffet. We'll eat a lot of seafood. And I can't remember who said it in the conversation, but like after losing money and like giving up on the casinos after a couple hours, we like wandered out. We're standing like on a sidewalk crossing the street. And it was either like you to me or me to you was like, are we still doing seafood? I think I was like, are we still doing seafood? And you went, nah, Nick, seafood's for winners. We're not doing
Yeah.
seafood.
I remember that.
No.
Winners, yeah. Dude, I was so dumb too for that hotel scam because it was to get an Airbnb because I was like, we haven't had a shower in like 4
Yeah,
days.
And it was going to be for like one night.
Yeah. And she was like, "Oh, the pay section of Airbnb is down right now. You're gonna need to PayPal me." And like my dumbass was like, "Yeah, no problem." You fucking retard.
Yeah,
And she's
sure.
like,
Here you go. Boom.
yeah, and then she put on there's the actual reservation fee, and then there's a cleaning fee you're gonna have to put on top of it, which is why it was like $200 for one night. And I don't know why, but I was like, yeah, whatever, cool. Like I don't care. Like we've already saved enough money on this trip. And then she ghosted me, and I was like, wait a second. And I was like, paying on
Wait, this
PayPal.
might be bad.
Yeah, I was like, and I looked at it like her profile picture, and it was like a blurry picture of like a Latina woman. I was like, I don't even think this is her profile picture. And I was like, F, man. So
Account deleted 5 minutes later.
5 minutes later, dude, I got so screwed. And that was after we had got done. We also drove, oh man, because we did Angel's Landing, and the day before that, we did from North Carolina to Colorado, a 20-hour drive.
yeah.
We did it nonstop, dude.
Yeah. We made it just, I think, if I'm remembering right, we made it just across the like Colorado border and slept in a truck stop. And then like woke up the next morning and drove through like Burlington, Colorado or something. I can't remember the little town.
Yeah, we were absolute balls to the wall, 20 hours, not like straight.
And then crushed some Korean barbecue in Denver, right?
Oh,
That was like
it was Brazilian barbecue. That was it.
Brazilian.
Yeah.
That was
That
the
was
start of the
good,
trip proper.
Yeah. That was a good trip. And also, Jake, in case you're wondering, we didn't have sex with each other this trip.
No, not on
Yeah.
that one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I believe it.
This trip
Yeah,
was not gay.
it was later on. Yeah. We foreshadowed
He's
it in
like,
that
we were
trip.
naked in the car.
yeah.
And we got an Airbnb together,
It was
but we didn't fuck. I
Two
swear.
straight dudes.
Sometimes you
naked in
got
the- we were
to.
doing a Hunter S. Thompson thing, okay?
Yep.
I
We went to
respect
Circus. It was a big deal.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, Circus is dog shit, though.
It's terrible. It's horrible. It's not what that book or that movie led me to believe it was.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It never is. I keep going back. I keep going like, maybe this time. No.
It'll get better. They lost more money? There's blood stains on this carpet. I'm trying to think of what I'm trying. The wildest thing, we won money on like in Vegas this time, thank goodness. Like
Oh,
Doug
yeah.
and I are pretty good poker players, or not poker, blackjack players, right? So we were up night one like $60, Nothing crazy. That was our warm up night. And then Doug came, was like, I'm gonna stay up a little bit later, and he came back to the room like a couple hours later. He's like, you know how we were up 60? He's like, I'm down 200. And I was like, oh shoot.
That's how it goes.
And he's like, well, we got tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then that's when he's like, also like, I'm already down from my previous trip. I lost $1,400 my previous trip, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, buddy, dude. Yeah. So we did some slots. We went up and down on that, and we did a little bit more blackjack. I think I left all in all maybe lose 25, like total, right? Because I'd like
That's
have my
fair.
ups and downs. I think he left leaving about 750 out of his pocket, like no big deal. So yeah, it was wild. And then even though we weren't winners, we went and got seafood. We were like, we were gonna go to the breakfast buffet at the Win.
Got to. Yeah, y'all were in better
Walked in on
spirits.
some dude doing
I was.
in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I was like,
It just sucks the money right out of you. It's
I
a
know.
game, man. It'll just take you down. I'll
Yeah.
tell you the dumbest. I've told you guys this off podcast, both of you at separate occasions. But the dumbest losing money in Vegas story that I have was I was on a tour that ended in Philly, and it was actually you came to visit. You were out at that show, Jake. But we were staying at this damn like casino hotel. Like it was like a live casino or whatever. So we're staying there, and there's a casino in the basement.
It's
or not
live,
really,
but
live, yeah, live, live. The
Yeah.
same letters and all that shit. But we go
He
down
said
there, and
live.
like you get your voucher, like you put it into a big ATM, and you get like these tickets, right? And you got your money on your ticket, and you go. And I started with $200. I was up a good 100 or so. I did a little blackjack. I really like roulette. Like I'm a big roulette guy. Got stuck at a roulette table over a couple of nights. I think that I was up $150, which is not a lot, but $150.
yeah,
Got real drunk the last night, and then got up early with zero mental faculties, just like throw my bag on and leave. I just have that ticket. I have it. Never cashed it. I just walked right out of that hotel holding that damn live ticket, whatever, and don't have that money. But I have the ticket. So as long as it doesn't run out if I ever go back.
Those bastards.
I
Yeah,
just
dude.
left it with them. Like, screw it. I just got it. I got $150 in a bank of Las Vegas.
Let's go.
Isn't that like Norm
The only
Macdonald
casino story.
used to like?
Wait,
hide
what were you gonna
poker
say?
Norm Macdonald used to like. He never cashed out. He would always just hide poker chips in his refrigerator, right?
That's good. That's good. You
Yeah,
should
all
squirrel
right,
money away on yourself. I try to like Cash App, Venmo, as much money as I can squirrel away and forget about is great because then
Yeah.
it's like it's a surprise later.
Yeah. Ooh.
Let's go. Yeah, the only casino story I have is my friends went out to the casino last weekend, maybe 2 weekends ago for my boy's birthday, and some fat chick, they didn't have enough seats in the Uber, so someone had to sit on top of the other guy's lap
No
in the
way.
Uber, and some fat chick gave my friend over the pants HJ in the Uber while he was sitting on top of my other friend. He was sitting on top of my other friend, dude. And he got an over pants. That's kind of gay, yo.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Big
That's
moves
how-
right there.
Even though it was a girl who did it, that's kind of wild, yo. You're sitting on another man's lap and you get an over the pants HJ. That's some crazy.
That's kind of the.
Shouts out to Luke Godwalls.
Yeah, shout out. That's the kind of animosity. That's the courage we like to see in these lower 48s that we got down here in America. We dare to
Absolutely.
dream, dare to take
Dare to
risks,
dream.
dare to give over the pants hand jobs in an Uber sitting on a stranger's lap. Okay, that's a
Absolutely.
risk
And I'm gonna
taker.
tell
She's
you-
probably going to be a CEO one day.
Absolutely.
USA.
And to even wrap it into casinos and Ubers, like the only spirit to go to a casino is one of both adventure and confidence, just like that. Same thing.
Exactly, dude. Man, guys. And on that note, we're at hour 7, folks. So that is a wrap on the old podcasteroonie.
Shouts out Luke Godwalls for getting the HJ.
Yo, shout out to Luke Otwalls, man. If you ever want to make an appearance and defend your case here, more than welcome to. We're not going to believe a word that you say, but yeah, you can do it.
It's true.
Yeah, we're coming with a pre-bias.
Yeah, exactly. You can tell us the most detailed story possible. I'm not going to believe you, but congrats on the over the pants.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Remember, guys, these are coming out every single week on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. Thank you guys for listening. Remember to like and subscribe on top of that. And Instagram, follow No Dogs in the Race on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you get your social medias. And yeah, thanks, guys. Bye.
Deuces.